Right, the rough plan then is if we can get 3 more people, we'll move on to the onto my tournament server, which I've just reset up again. I'll post a link when I know we got 4. In the meantime, though, it's my first game on a darn table for some time, and I got an error message pop up. Bear with me on 2 moments here. This might be odd, in which case, fine. But oh, I know what that's about. Ah, okay. In which case, I'm not going to do that because that I'm not up to date on my app payments. It's quite cheap, but still, I need to make sure I do that. So instead, if you bear with me 2 moments while I go and get the normal 10-host server up and running. I do have the tournament server on as well, but let's just play in that window. If I just opened a new one up, well done. Okay, this is going to take a little bit of setup, so apologies for the moment. Oh, I'm having some issues today. Hold on. Right, let's close everything down. Everything down that involves Tenho. Because clearly something has gone a bit wrong. Something always goes wrong. Okay, also, enjoy random Suikoden nonsense. Well, let me just turn that off, actually. Hello! Okay, there we go. It's actually allowed me into a game now, so huzzah. Or at least it's potentially allowed me into a game. Which is all we really want. We do not, however, want the background music on. So, my return to the darn tables after what has been a very long time. And we have a very high-ranking player to our left. It just started. So, nope, we have literally just started. Okay, so this is a very nice opening hand, actually. We're north, so we'll be last dealer. This is looking fairly Tanyo-ish. Tanpin, Sanchikyu potentially, if we're very lucky with our next couple of draws here. Okay, pairs established. I'm basically off. Yeah, 3-7. If I could draw the 3 now, 3 or 6... I don't need to shut down Solaris, sir. Okay, nothing I can do there. What's going to be bad is if I draw a 6 now, because that'll put me effectively for a 10. In terms of what I needed compared to what I got. Though I can mitigate that by discarding the 2 now. Because this now looks very much more like I'm going to get the 4, 5, 6 Sanchikyu possible. If I draw the 4, that'll give me a Tanyo, Sanchikyu. Without reach, that's still free Han. Okay, so we have Tanyo, Sanchikyu, Red Dora.
Home.
Could declare reach, but let's just drop another 5. Risky, because I think it's the call, but should be still be okay here. The downside is it does kind of indicate... Actually, it's probably indicating I don't need them at all. The 6 may come off. That'll give me the Pinfu side of it as well. So Tanyo, Pinfu... 1 Red Dora. He's still free. I would declare a reach, but... It's big enough without it. I don't need to risk it. Okay, characters are overflowing over south, who I think is in Tenpai.
Sumo.
Kind of figured, and yeah. We were only on the same tiles, pretty much. Well, not much you can do about that. I could possibly have pushed, and that might have worked on these tables, but in the meantime, we're looking at a 6, 7, 8 Sand Cube. Only tricky stage of it really is just getting the free, but if we can get that, that's going to get us the Sand Cube definite, which I may have to reach for because it won't have anything else other than that. Not much to see there. Should really be paying attention.
Gee.
Maybe I should keep hold of that. Get rid of the 1-2 here. Down table rule 1, don't get last. I don't really have a choice in the don't get last side of things, but I should be fine. Actually, the red dragon was safe to get rid of there. 2 of those could have gone, but still. We're kind of locking ourselves in a bit on this Sand Cube, but it's paid off. If I can just pair up the 2 or the 4 or possibly draw an 8 here. I don't like the single weight, but Ipeco Sand Cube would be fine.
Each.
Going to reach as well. I didn't need to reach that last time, but we're going to go for it this time. Especially as I've just dropped the Suji with that. Though I think it's going to drop a 5 so against this. No, if they think I'm going for a 1-4, or I'm on the 1-4-7 vein, that's fine. And my discards might indicate I'm on a 1-4-7 vein. Sumo. And this is a good hand. Hanneman. And that puts me solidly into the lead. Okay, I have a quick attack hand if I want it, but let's see. Eight and 3 can get rid of at this stage early, because it's not going to be too helpful. We don't want to drop the red until we get... now, until somebody else discards it. Got the lead, don't need to throw the lead away at this stage. Okay, 1's gone, so I can get rid of mine now. It looks as if the Haku, though, is going to be expensive, so we're going to have to hope 1 comes up later. Or we get a double pair weight or something that gets us into that, which is what we're kind of been building towards now. Tenpai. Nope, that's not Tenpai. Whoops. That was not Tenpai. Yeah, still playing chess. It's important. I'm beating him these days. I'm beating him. But I'm trying not to be too distracted here. This is an important point of the game here. Now, they didn't put me in Tenpai, which I should really have noticed when I did that, but still. No. Whatever you say about this sort of weight, it's not in Tenpai, but it's better than other options. I can go 2 and go into 2-sided weight. There's more tiles that help this into Tenpai. That will do. So it's a double, and I put the CG up.
Go.
And that'll get me dealer. Okay. So what else have we got going on here? Not much, unfortunately. So this is probably not an attack hand. This is more a defense hand, but we'll see what develops here.
Home.
Yeah, and we're being attacked into, so I'm okay with that. I've got a healthy lead against the others. We'll try and build this towards a Tanyo if we need to, just in case we get a chance, but for now... Okay, that one's a bit dodgy. If I'm going to get rid of it, I'm going to do it now. Okay. Just because it's close to the door. And the player to my right does want Sozi tiles, but have a look at it. Meanwhile, though, I now have 5 pairs again. Could be a rough Chitoitsu. Okay, this time I don't want to get rid of the 5. I want to hold on to that. It was risky enough to get rid of a 6. We'll hold the 5. It'll work for a Chitoitsu, Tanyo. And I always have the option of just turning it into something else if I need to. How's South looking? South's live. Keep dumping the dot tiles. Okay, Ipeko waiting on the 6-8, maybe?
Wrong.
No. I knew that was a mistake. I mean, it was a cheap hand, in fairness, and I could do worse. I'm only losing 2,000. I'd have lost that in a draw in any case. So it's not the worst thing in the world, but... It was needless. I knew that was a dangerous tile. That's why I kept it last round. But no. Okay. Because clearly if he made an early call, he wants a bonus set or has a bonus set, and South was his bonus, so... Okay, we'll get rid of the middle 5 dot. Immediately draw the 4 dot. Again, just completely killing a suit off at the start. Oh. And there's a dragon.
Home.
In many ways, if everybody else is going for quick wins, I'm actually not too bad in my current position, really. Obviously, it'd be more advantageous for the other two to be winning than them, of course. Let's dump North at this stage. 2 of them are already gone. So, in fact, all of them had to be already gone. Pretty much I dealt into a 2,000 point hand to my right. I'd held the South return, knew it was dangerous and felt it was likely the bonus tile they went on, then discarded it next round, and what do you know, that's what they were waiting on. In fairness, as I said then, I lost the same amount of points I would in a draw anyway, so I'm not too disappointed. It was a cheap hand, so... What I'm currently looking at now is Ipeko waiting on the 5-8 in a moment. Hatsu's fine, so I can get rid of that, but... I would need to draw that 8. Okay. Trying to look a little risky, but still potential. It is a tactic. I mean, I didn't know how pricey he was, but he called the two so early. It might have been a Honitsu was the only thing I was looking at, but... In any case, I lost 2,000 points. I would have lost 2,000 points in a draw state in any case. Even optimally, I would have lost comparatively 2,000 points, and that is annoying. I think he wants it. So I'm going to bail and go for the 6. Oh, well, I hope we draw a 6 if I want to stay in Tenpai. It's not a huge lead, but it's enough of a lead. If everybody's going for quick hands, and certainly the up top, it seems like a chin only.
Dong.
Mind you, I've dealt into the dealer twice. It's a second cheap hand I've dealt into him in a row. It's not ideal, certainly. 7,700. But I've drawn a set of bonus tiles, so I can go rapid call if I want to. But I've thrown away a lead basically in 2 hands, which are a bit needless. The second one I didn't predict anywhere near as well, though. Now we're in the south round now. I just need... If I can just play a normal game, I should be fine here. But this is a really bad starting hand. The North notwithstanding, it's not exactly brimming me with confidence, this one.
Home.
Okay, pair of the Easts. It is the trick. As long as I play normally, don't deal in, don't make any real blunders, I suppose. That is the trick. It's why the game is so difficult half the time. Okay, so I have 3 absolute safe tiles if I want them, which is always a nice place to be in. I'm going to get rid of the 9-7 weight here. I know I've got the 5 floating, but I need to find some bit of security for that. Mind you, Sozy tiles don't look expensive right now. So maybe that's the time. Okay, this is going okay. I'd need the 3 anyway, so I'm actually inclined to get rid of the 4 there. There's not a lot of low dot tiles out. Okay, a couple of 8s. This is Vedora though, so let's hang on to it for the moment. I could turn this into a Honitsu, yeah. And this card's are not screaming Honitsu either. But it is greedy. It is greedy.
Home.
I'm kind of locking myself into needing the 8s, but...
Dong.
Oh, there we go. It was greedy. I locked myself into needing the 8s, but somebody else got the win before I could. Yeah, true. Yeah, but in terms of just the 1, 2, 4 vein, I'd still have to get rid of 2 tiles if I got the 6. I'd still have to get rid of the 1, 2. I wasn't losing on that. Okay, South Cold. But I had to get rid of that early if I was going to. So I have 2 contenders for the lead at this stage. High potential, but a lot of 5s haven't been played. You do make Guitars of Confusion stream. Good day, Dyphon. How are we doing?
Riichi.
Okay, so possible... Well, actually, it doesn't look like Honitsu-ish. It's probably more Tanyo-ish based on his discards. Which is fine. He's the dealer. He's trying to rush a win.
Riichi.
Okay.
Dong.
Reach and deal in. And that puts him rather close, doesn't it? In fact, no, he's exactly on my point score. Exactly on my point score. Okay. Let's toss the East to start with. White Dragon.
Home.
Okay, that's not looking too bad for me in all honesty. If he wants to get some points, that puts me dealer. Well, it doesn't put me dealer, but it might get there. Well, I mean, it's mid-game, admittingly, but it's more late-game that the exact same points becomes a little bit more of an issue in terms of positional play. It shouldn't happen, though. We're still 2 hands from the end, after all. I was partially tempted to try and maybe push a Junchan here, but no, I don't think that's realistically a good plan.
Riichi.
Certainly not anymore. I'm happy to discard a safe tile for the moment. It's possible it might go into West. We'll see, though. If either me or the player to my right wins, though, that kind of messes that plan up a little. Chanter was an option, but... Okay, Sumo. So me and him will lose exactly the same number of points, and he will take the lead. So we're tied on second. Both above 30,000. My dealer turn. I need 6,600 to win. Also, he busts out 1,600 points only, so I've got to be a bit careful if I'm going to Sumo here. He, of course, is going for the quick win, because why would he not? If I'm forced to it, can I do a Toy? No Dora. Well, let's not get into a rush just yet. We've got 4 pairs currently set up. We're going to start turning them into triplets without needing to call. All the better. If I can get to Tempai, declare Reach. That gives me possibly 2 from a self-drawn. Use the big threatening Sozu. I'm tied second, actually. It's not a requirement. I'm also above the 30,000 points, so... I'm going for the win, of course. There's just no reason why I wouldn't. True, and I'm dealer. As long as I don't bust out the plate on my left, direct hits would be fine here, which is one of the reasons I wouldn't necessarily want to declare Reach if I can avoid it. But... let's just see. Tuso would not be a bad draw right now for me. Whether I went for Toy or... sorry, Chitoitsu, or the just Reach Pinfu side of things. Ideal World 8 and 5 need to turn up. For that Yaku I always seem to go on about. But as it turns out, we're now getting to the end of the second row, and I'm actually still 2 from Tempai. God darn it! Is it worth going for it now? I'm going to hold off. I need to be in Tempai at the end, but I think I can afford to wait. Can I afford to wait now, though?
Home.
I can't. Gonna have to Tempai this.
Home.
Okay, Tenpai. I've given up the possibility of the win. I'm going for the I'm going for the draw state. Re-go. Yeah, if I can. It's late in the game. I might just get away with this.
Chi.
Yeah, somebody else is going for that same plan. You had better be in Tenpai.
Pom.
Yeah, okay, this could be 4-player Tenpai then. And I'm in the worst position here because I can't win with my one. I was hoping I might push them off, but then of course he needs to push if there's a possibility I'll beat him. He needs to push because honestly, if I get ahead of him in the point score and somebody else wins, yeah, this wasn't the smartest attempt to bluff this. Still, 4 tiles left. I can still high-tea. Red 5 high-tea. Wouldn't be enough. Much? No, would it be sumo? No, it wouldn't be. High-tea. No, free play. Oh, god darn you. God darn you, sir. Yeah, so I did finish third on a positioning, and I don't think there's any ranking points though. But it was a positive score, so it will have helped my ranking score out overall, I guess. I lost that on a couple of silly deals in. Right. I think we'll have one more. Yeah, in retrospect, I probably should have tried and forced the Toy, but I don't know. For some reason, I felt I could bluff it. I certainly felt the player on my left was still going to try for Tenpai, but probably just important to try not to bust out because he was the guy with the high ranking. Alright, this is probably going to be my last one for tonight. I'm a bit tired at the moment, so... Next time, though, I've set up a tournament server again. Next time we will Mahjong with people. And you can all beat me yourselves. Okay, West Red Haku, then. Don't need to get rid of the Haku just yet. So I know the Red's more likely to be called, but hey, more likely to be able to do something with it. Then after that, we'll see what state we're in. And currently, we're not in a particularly easy state, but... Challenge accepted. Very well, it'll be 10 o'clock next Friday. And we'll be able to drag Vanna along with any luck, though she's not here now, actually. So we will definitely have 4.
Riichi.
Okay, so early reach across from me. We have an immediate safe tile, so we'll play that out for the moment. Keeping going, I'm going to discard the 9 dots because it's the first thing they discarded was the dots. It's unlikely they want them. It's possible you want a 6 free weight based on what's come up, but I wouldn't have necessarily thought it was. If the 4 passes, because it's a... Yep, there was a Suji. 2 is a Suji as well if we want it, but I've now got to concern myself with what you're doing. And no 9 safe against both. Sumo. Cheap hand? Yeah, cheap hand. Tanya Red Dora. Okay, so I've got a triple set of bonus tiles here, which means I should probably lean towards a Honitsu or a Chanter. So that's what I'm going to do from the start. So we're looking Honitsu Chancer here.
Pom.
And obviously it's going to be an open one. So let's get rid of that first as a bit of a bluff.
Pom.
Let's get rid of that too. If I can draw another south, that would make things a bit entertaining. So it's looking dot Honitsu right now. I also don't have my pair established, which is the one problem I would normally have with this sort of hand. Okay, that's got more legs than that. Unfortunately, it's the way that it looks as if my Honitsu is leaning. But he clearly thinks he can push dot tiles anyway, so...
Chi.
Yeah, he's going for the quick Tanya. Which is fine. It's doable. Okay, he's pushing, which is not good for me, really, because that means he's most likely there. And if I'd gone the other way, I might have been in Tempai. Yeah, and after 2 calls and this many draws, I should really have been better advanced than I am. So 5 or 8 will get me to Tempai. That, though, is not a bad one. Gives me another option. Got too many I've got too many mid tiles to go for a Chancer at this point, but the Honitsu's on.
Pom.
Now that's an interesting threat, except I had already discarded the East. And 2 8s have just gone by. If a third were to magically materialise, I'd be really, really happy.
Long.
But no. Okay, this is a good hand. It's practically already there. It's still a Yakuman threat. I've made one of those before, actually, recently. Same Yakuman, actually. So I've got the Hatsu call for Tempai. Actually, no, it wouldn't be quite. Actually, no, it would be 10, but I dropped the 8. No, let's not go with that. If I draw the 4, I might go Riichi in the double-sided weight just because. I am in last place, so I can afford to risk things a little bit. And again, I've got too many mid-tiles to really switch the hand up to Chanter at this point, so I'm happy enough to wait.
Pom.
And there we go. So that's Hatsu for Tempai. Waiting on, interestingly, my Suji Trap. Okay, Red Dragon's passed.
Long.
And I'll take that. I've had a Kokushi online before, but that's the only one I've ever finished. Oh, and one counted Yakuman, actually. So one counted and one Kokushi are the only 2 I've managed to pick up. And I don't think I've picked up a Yakumin on Tenho yet. I think there's one that's eluded me. Okay, getting somewhere. I'm going to drop my 9s here. I realise I had a pair and an 8 and that there was a bit of an extension that way, but it's not enough of one really. And I already have a pair effectively in my 4s, so I'm going to get rid of this at this stage.
Chi.
It does seem as if there is attacks going on now. Not today. I'm already effectively folding this, really. Unfortunately, I keep drawing terminal tiles, so... There we go. Okay, so I could go 1 to 3 Sanchiku and try and push it. That seems a really bad idea, though.
Chi.
It's been a while since I've gone crazy. Let's go crazy. Come on, what can I do with this? Not much. I'm kind of relying on the south here, but hey. Sometimes I need to do some silly things.
Home.
Should probably get the 8s. Just thinking that now, of course. And I'm certain I've gone on tilt. Absolutely certain of that. I mean, another call doesn't even get me to Tenpai. That's how on tilt I am right now.
Chi.
Okay, so now that threatens the right thing there. I just now need my 5/6. Naked weight, chance of Sanchiku. Nah, there's no way to drop a 3 at this stage. In fact, there's only one of them left. It's a very bad weight.
Home. Home.
No, but if 3 were to be crazily played here, and now the 3's out now, so this weight is entirely useless. Nah, not a bad weight at all.
Home.
But hey, I'm in Tenpai. Salve only.
相撲
Nah. In many ways, I'm quite glad he won that, because that hid the ridiculous of that. In fact, that hid the ridiculous of that quite well. Okay. So from the ridiculous to the ridiculous. Thinking. And distracted, which is a bad combination, of course. Still got the red 5, which I very nearly tossed. It's not actually a bad hand at this stage of the game, really. I've certainly got worse to the finish line. I just need a lot of closed weights to fill up. But I can still make this Tanyo. That'll be one of them. Keep hold of that. So if I get the 5, of course, that opens up the eternal attempt at Itsu. Which I complained at, even though it's a perfectly legitimate had Yaku to go for. Perfect. Okay, so we're now 1 from Tenpai.
Riichi
And we have a reach across from us. I have a CG tile to get rid of here, though. And that was safe last round.
Riichi
Just I should be absolutely certain of things before I do them. I was not absolutely certain, but it'll do.
Wrong.
Okay, and that might put me into second. It does put me into second. It does lose my dealer turn, though.
Home.
Get rid of the 1 at this stage. And third isn't the end of the world, really, and now I'm on the down tables, because that does give me points, I believe. So I can take second place.
Home.
Long way to go, though. And I don't know that much of a lead to secure it. I mean, even considering up to first isn't all that bad, really. I direct dealer Mungan, and that's immediately changed, so... Of course, I have to get to my dealer round now.
Chi.
Yeah, so worry about silliness coming from the player to my left. I'm possibly looking towards a Honitsu here, which I may even be inclined to go for. But that seems to be what you're going for as well, and you're attacking. There's 1 more of those left if I want to try it, so...
Home.
I have to make both the 4s pass in a little bit as well.
Home.
This isn't the worst set in the world, actually, based on this. The 8s are still available if I draw any of the either the 1 or the 4, I'm in Tenpai that way. If I draw the 2 or the 3, I'm in Tenpai that way. So I have 5 tiles, that'll get me to Tenpai right now. And a completely safe west. Could have more than 5 tiles because the 5 so itself will work.
Dong.
That, though, does not work. Oh well, last place. You think I'd learn one of these days, but no. Alright. You didn't say anything on that one, actually. Still, this might be a hand I have to be greedy with. Yeah, this is a hand I'm going to have to be greedy with.
Pom. Pom.
Yeah, go big or go last. I mean, there are other things I can do with this, but... Ideally, I want to change that for a 9, but let's see. Reach, I suppose an extra 1,000 points on the board. If somebody can play an 8 right now, which is not a safe tiling against you at all. All the more awesome.
Sumo.
Riichi passes Sumo winning on my tile. Mungan. Okay, now we got a trek. I'm last dealer, of course, so I can go on our ending rampage. But it's amazing how often I have to rely on that, and it doesn't work. Oh well. If I can get a hand out of this, though, any kind of hand would be nice. I don't even need a big hand, really. Just something to close the point gap up a little bit more. 6, 7, 8 Sanshku would be awesome. I could probably have kept that, but no. 6, 7, 8 or 7, 8, 9 Sanshku are still both on. Okay, so that opens 6, 7, 8 Sanshku. We'll get rid of the closed weight on this side. Two from Tenpai. It's not amazing, but it'll do. Certainly if I can get the Sanshku, it would be much more helpful, but there we go. So that brings somebody closer into range, but not by much. Okay. How to win as fast as possible with this hand. Toss for north. Toss the green dragon. Okay, 2 Dora. South is more dangerous. We'll get rid of that first. I already got rid of a 2, so let's get rid of the 3. Okay, so I've got the potential of calling the 8. So I can still turn this into a Tanyo hand here. Tanyo Dora free. Gonna get rid of this closed weight now. So that gives me my double pair on that side. I have this kind of floating, but it's not exactly out of there at the moment. I'm nearly there with this hand, that's the thing. I'm nearly there. Okay, so that gives me a pair, another pair there. If I can draw a 7, I have a pin through with Freedora as dealer. Okay, so that opens up the 5-7 draw. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go closed for something.
Riichi.
Okay, 1-4 dot weight. Unfortunately, it's obviously what I need. And a lot of the 1s and 4s are gone. But this is Riichi Dora free.
Riichi.
I'm being pushed into as well.
Long.
That was just my luck. Well, GG. I will finish last and bust out most likely from that. No, I didn't quite bust out, but I am dead last. I think that's sad face and a return to down tables and familiar territory. So, I will catch people in another stream. Thanks for joining me. See you until next time, where we will do battle.